Welcome back, MTV Cribs. This time to my apartment, my college apartment. Here is the entryway. Very spacious, lots of room for activities, as you can see. And as you come in, to your right is our welcome center. With no furniture, because we're poor. We had a guest check, but it mysteriously vanished off the wall. I wonder where it went. Anyways, here are U of M cards that I got from somewhere last year. Here's our closet with a missing door handle. Couldn't tell you where that is either. Now you can see all of my winter gear because I live in Minnesota and made the dumb decision to not move out when I had the chance to. We also hide our candles in there because we're not supposed to have them. Here's our kitchen. Also very spacious. Please. Please ignore the background noise. I'm not quite sure what that is. But I have this little heart notepad thing that I got from my grandma because it felt bare in here. This is where we keep our food and airborne medication, apparently. We also have on display a University of Minnesota mug. Duh. Here's our sink that has no thing underneath it. Super, super chic. Minimalistic chic. And we have a stove. And what's next to the stove? A fridge. As you make your way around the kitchen, you'll find our living room. Also very spacious. Almost too spacious. You also might notice that we don't have any bar stools because once again, we are broke college students. Here we have apples that have been sitting here for a month and a nutcracker that's missing his rod. Also, if you watched the tour from last year, you might remember this sign. And our Alexa that is not connected to the internet. Here is where all the fun happens. Not really, actually, at all, but this couch is very cozy. As you make your way over here, you'll find our Smash wall. For those of you who don't know, our Smash wall is just people that we would smash given the chance. My personal favorites are Johnny Depp and Pedro Pascal. Honorable mention, young Jimmy Fallon and Michelle Obama. This is our little crafting corner where my roommate does all her little crafts, sometimes in the dark, at random times of the day. We also have Christmas decorations. Here's our gaming center with a tiny little TV because my dad has my actual TV. As you make your way around again, you'll see this lovely painting done by yours truly and your very own thermostat. Here is a laundry room. Very spacious. Then, all the way at the end of the hallway, you'll find our bathroom. I'm not going to turn the light on because our fan is quite loud. But you can see again, very spacious, with lots of artwork. Finally, you'll find my room. When you first walk in, you'll find a Michael Jackson lamp. I'm realizing now that it looks like a shrine to Michael Jackson, which is honestly unfortunate. I do love him, but not that much. I also have all my books because last year I also brought 30 books and read none of them. I don't know why this year I thought anything would be any different, but here we are. We have some Polaroids on my wall of random things. I, fun fact, went to show my sister these Polaroids and then realized that I do not have a picture of her on this wall. Here's my walk-in closet that I will not be opening because it is a mess. And a Letterman jacket from the 1970s that I found at a garage sale for $5. As you come further into the room, you will find my desk. Very similar to the one last year, but it is bigger, I think, with all the things on it. A mirror, Iron Man's scene, Funko Pop, and a Taylor Swift advent calendar. Because, obviously, I mean, they tell you to only bring the necessities in college, and that's exactly what I did. So, here's my bed. This is where the real action happens. And by action, I mean me staying up until 3 a.m. watching Jacksepticeye videos. And Info. Over here, I just keep random things because what are you gonna do with this empty space? I have my keyboard that I have not touched in probably 2 months, which is fine. And then I have my dresser with the only 2 designer things I own, and this beautiful bag, and a jewelry box, and cute little things. Fun fact, this is almost $200. I found this at a vintage store for $3 and it smells the exact same. Here's some more artwork done by yours truly. This one's unfinished, but we don't need to look at it. And of course, I have all my shoes that a girl could possibly need. I've worn maybe 3 pairs this year, but that's okay. Anyway, that's my apartment tour. I know I'm posting this like 3 months later than I said I would, but you know what? You can't trust anything I say, so.